Hello and welcome back to my walkthrough to Crash Bandicoot 3 here on the Sane Trilogy. In the last episode, we did some very difficult relics. I think we got 4 in terms of my recording session, but in the last episode we got the Platinum Relic on High Time, which is a pretty tough level. And it's time for us now to move on to level 14 and Road Crash. Another bike level, which means that we're going to be fiddling around with the start points just a little bit, just to sort of work out whether there are some when it makes most sense for us to be starting. And yeah, just trying to give it a go, trying to do as best as we can to both hit all the boxes as we just avoid making collision with one of the drivers there. So this is, I think, a rare, very rare in the Crash games, but this is, it may well be the only level in which every single box is transformed into a time box. Which is interesting of itself. It does mean that I seem to remember reading some GameFAQs things regarding the original game. Sort of saying that you could get the gem at the same time as getting the relic here, and I'm not sure if that did work, nor do I know if it works on the Sane Trilogy, but just the idea of getting both a gem and a relic in the same race is quite interesting. Okay. That box is going to be such a pain for us to hit every single time. And I think the time we need is around a 123-ish, certainly for Platinum. So we've got a ways to go yet. These ones, the relic times, can certainly feel like they're available, like they're there to be taken, but actually getting those improvements every single time can be quite difficult. Okay, so unfortunately, I don't think my internet's a bit intermittent at the moment, which may well mean that I can't check what the required times are. But as it is, we'll give this another go. I believe it's around 123. That seems to ring a bell somewhere. Maybe I checked it at the end of the last episode, sort of looking ahead. So something we will try is just some different starting points. That's frustrating. So sort of whether we're starting with a boost, starting without a boost, starting with a little pause and seeing how that affects where each of the vehicles ahead are. Because this sort of level is going to be all about consistency in a lot of ways. Like, we're going to need to try and be consistent. We're going to need to really be really going to need to be on it in terms of that. So again, I would get that one, but it's just the time we're hitting it is not ideal. And again, we missed the 2. And we lose a lot of speed there. Okay, so that was actually unintentional, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens if we don't get a boost at the start. How difficult things become, whether some things are made easier. Obviously we've missed the 2, which means we probably can't get platinum, but we'll check just to see what sort of differences it does make. So running into a guy on this section, that narrow bit there is certainly not ideal. Or over the jump. You've really got to put the brakes on there. Yeah, okay. That might be worth it. We did obviously lose a bit of time at different points. And that will obviously have had an effect. Again, not for some reason not getting the height there. Damn it. So if we could get around that, put this driver in 4th, then that would be, you know, we'd be in a pretty good spot, I'd imagine. Yeah, driving off-road is not going to be fast. Again, I mean, I'm holding the acceleration at that point. I don't know why that's, like, if we're not hitting it with enough speed. I think you can hold that boost all the way to the end. So last time we were able to overtake this guy. And grab the 1. Damn it. That's very annoying that you can't restart when as soon as you fall down the pit. I mean, that was the same thing in the original. Doesn't stop it being frustrating. And we fall down the pit. Ooh, had a weird... Okay, so that would have been pretty similar to my previous run of about 126. Two seconds for 4 seconds off the boxes that we missed, and that's a 122, which I think is fast enough. Yep, again, just... I mean, we definitely ran into the back and still managed to get it one time, so I don't know. What is going on with that box? Do. I feel like just a little bit faster and you can sneak onto the boost pad there. And dive underneath. There we go. That was by far the fastest we've been through there. Finally got the balance between accelerate and brake right. Now it's about not getting completely shafted by the positioning of that guy. And we see how long we can hold this for. $122.83, is that enough? Yes! Woo! Okay. Took a bit of time, a little bit of time, but actually we got there in the end. It didn't, that one, frustrating, sure. We even missed that 2 box at the start, so there is leeway. There's certainly leeway. There are 2 very annoying 2-second boxes in there, but you could tell that we were speeding up, and the really key sections were actually a couple of very short little chicanes and hairpins that if you can get through those nice and quickly, then it seems like you can buy yourself loads and loads of time. And that's why you continue the runs, even though you missed a box. Okay, excellent. Really happy with that. So, anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this episode, and I hope you'll join me on the next, where we'll be taking on the final level of this warp room, which is level 15, double header. I'll see you then.